new webcam.
Yeah.
On a tripod, beheading video style.
Like the classic ISIS videos, the good
Yes.
ones, you know.
Yeah, the ones that really made our childhood.
Yeah, the ones that, who would pull up on the computer and be like, hey, you want to check this out in the 6th grade?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, he's like, let's get a reaction video. He shows us some horrible things. Like, truly horrible things.
There goes all the ad revenue.
We'll be alright.
ISIS
We're not
beheadings in the
monetized
first few
quite yet.
seconds. You know what I was listening to on my way, like I was on the M15 bus here?
What were you listening to?
Watch the Throne.
Ooh,
It's just
classic.
It's
Coincidence, I was just singing it before we started.
I know,
recording.
that's why I was like, reminds you of the whole album. I was like, from top to bottom, I don't know if there's a more complete album like ever released, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's just, it's so
good.
whole.
Sweet baby Jesus,
Ooh.
we made it in America.
Anyway, no more drum beat now.
No
We're
more
gonna
drum
do
beat.
the Always Sunny style.
Yeah.
Try opening.
Cold
Well,
open.
we can figure it out. The world's our oyster. We can.
The world's our
Test out a
oyster,
bunch
and
of
it's
stuff.
only ending in like 8.5 months. So who cares? You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
How much longer do you think we have left on Earth as a race,
Uh,
as a human race?
I don't know. That's a good question. Probably. I would say we got a century or two.
Yeah.
At least.
I was listening to Dave Smith on Joe Rogan.
Mhm.
This he was just on, I think, the most recent guest,
Yeah.
and it's just it's so
Like
doom.
Legion of Skank Smith?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. I didn't know he was on.
Yeah, they're good friends. It
Oh,
was
that's pretty sick.
They were very doom and gloom.
Yeah.
It was one of
Joe
the,
gets doom and gloom sometimes.
So yeah, and when he gets on like that roll, it's like
He's like, I just don't see how it can. It's just like,
yeah, man. I mean, it's just this is the end of it.
Yeah.
Know? Like,
yeah,
you know, if humans weren't humans, we'd all be dead right now.
yeah.
He actually said that in the
Like-
pod today.
Like what?
Yeah.
What? I saw this thing recently. Is speaking of like all of human existence, there have been 102 billion humans ever,
Wow.
like on planet Earth, like Homo sapiens.
102 billion.
Yeah. So
That's
yeah.
not that. That sounds about right. Actually, sounds a little bit more than I'd think.
You think so?
Because I feel like only in the last like 100 years have we seen this like large increase in like population.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
So
really
what
grown.
do I know?
Yeah. I don't know shit either.
Sweet baby.
Anyway.
How was your week?
It's pretty good. I didn't really... Nothing special. Just the usual working and grinding until you get to the end. Dude, the weeks... now that we started this, the weeks have started going by so much slower.
Yeah.
It's like, now that we have something to look forward to...
Right, like something consistent to look forward to every
Yeah,
Friday.
it's like, fuck. I just want to get on.
Yeah. Thank you for starting this one a little late, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't know why, but thank you.
No, dude, don't thank me. Don't worry, the cups are clean. I just cleaned them with my hands.
I appreciate that. It's very considerate of you. You know how I be.
Yeah, no, who doesn't want clean cups?
Yeah, but speaking of which, though, I am really glad we started this, though.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Dude,
rules.
it makes me happy, you know?
Yeah.
I was talking to my grandmother. She has, like, no idea what this is.
No.
And I was just telling her, like, you know, more than anything, it just gives me something consistent, like, in my schedule that I could do with, like, you know, a good friend of mine. And, like,
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoy the process of, like, listening to it and going back into it and, like,
Yeah, and
where we
we're
can improve.
trying to get better every week, too.
Of
you know?
course, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, I'm not trying to, you know, we're not trying to be perfect.
Yeah.
That's the biggest
Perfect.
thing. Perfect. But yeah, no, seriously. Like,
Yeah.
it's a process.
Yeah, and
You
I'm
gotta
really...
trust it.
Exactly, and I'm really excited to see, like, when we're a ton of episodes in and we look back and we're like, damn, like, look how far we've come.
Yeah, it's I already cringe at the first episode, so I can't wait to
Yeah.
hear where we are in 100 from now. But
Yeah.
no, I do not ever see this ship stopping. Like, we
Yeah.
ain't no history hyena quitting ass bitches.
Exactly, yeah. No, we're not going to go do a true TV deal
No, it's stupid.
to do
No,
backyard
but
bars.
seriously, I'm really happy we started this.
Yeah,
It's
same,
awesome.
same. The rules.
It's pretty sick.
And it's so cool. I mean, the fact that if you do something consistently, you'll, like, progress in it,
Yeah,
no matter
of course. Even little progression, gradual progression. I think the clips are awesome. You know, clips work well.
Thank you.
You know, you do such a good job at editing them. That's the best part.
I try. It's funny how like you see the clip and it's like, or like I'll cut it up and it'll be one thing, and then you put in sound effects, you chop it up, and you put in music and stuff, and it's a whole other thing.
It's a complete own thing.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's so interesting.
Yeah,
to
fuck
see.
TikTok. Who needs it?
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't need TikTok.
It's just I'm just suspicious of it with all the government stuff. Like,
yeah, it was banned
so it's
for like 3 weeks in this country.
Yeah. The fact that it has, I think they say that it like has access to other stuff that's on your phone that.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know anything.
Isn't it like owned by the Chinese government or some subdivision of it? I don't know.
Oh, I think they're their own independent company, but the thing is, any company in China
is
answers to the government no matter what.
They got it down.
Yeah.
You know, the Chinese, it's like, I feel like they're like the dictator in China was Ping. He's like everything Trump wished he could have been.
Yeah, Xi Jinping, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the ultimate dictator. You know?
Yeah, we don't have to pull him up.
No. He looks like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
That'll get this video taken down if you say that.
Yeah. He does though. That was like the whole meme.
Yeah.
That was like the John Oliver thing, even though John Oliver isn't that great.
Yo, speaking of dictators, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Oh yeah.
This is crazy.
She pleaded not guilty to sex trafficking charges.
That is absurd.
Yeah, that is crazy. Oh, you know what? We can put that on the screen.
Oh yeah, pop it up for these hoes.
Put the article up.
It's
there you go, they see it. Not guilty.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, that's brutal. Let's see what the article
But I just
says.
don't get what her logic is to pleading not guilty. Like, it's so what a great picture.
Yeah. British socialite, because she's not a sex trafficker apparently.
Well, innocent until proven guilty, Leandro. Come on.
True.
British socialite Ghislaine Maxwell pleaded not guilty on Friday to federal sex trafficking charges in the case accusing her of helping the late financier R.I.P. Jeffrey Epstein recruit and sexually abuse girls. That's crazy.
Yeah. Wow.
I feel like, well, first of all, if she pleads guilty, then she has to like just start releasing.
Ratting.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got to start snitching.
She'll probably be dead if she'd admitted to anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the fact that Bill Clinton is even under like their
Clintons,
thing.
Trump's, royal family.
Yeah, they're.
I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's scary. It's scary to know that there's stuff out there that like is truly committed by evil people, and to think that they're the same as, like, you know, at the end of the day, they're just flesh and blood like us, but somehow something causes them to. I think maybe it's how they're raised or something causes them to be that.
Yeah, I don't know where I was listening to it, but it's like, I feel like, you know, do you think, and this is gonna sound fucked up, but like, people don't choose to like be murderers and serial killers. Like, I feel like it's just,
right.
Is it a nature versus nurture issue in that sense? Like, can you? Yeah, I get it. You could have really fucked up childhoods, and that could lead you to doing really fucked up shit.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like to carry out certain heinous acts, like, you know, just terrible, terrible things, like, you have to have something wrong with you. You know, like, I don't think it's like you choose it.
You think it's you're born with like some sort of brain defect that causes you to.
Yeah, or like maybe like you're predisposed to it, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's just, you know, the more I see shit online and, you know, just looking back at things we were shown growing up. Yeah. Like, it takes a special person to even like you remember in Matt and Shane, they were talking about like suicide, and they were talking about anybody can think about suicide, but like it takes like someone to actually like who's really fucked up to actually do it, commit it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because like anyone can think about it, like I could think about it, but it would never occur to me to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's scary. Yeah, I don't know. It's, you know, I can't speak for any of those people because, you know, we've never obviously thought that. No, like, of course. It's just,
like what drives a person to do something like that, like
It's
suicide
crazy.
or murdering somebody else or something.
Yeah.
But also, you know, I mean, history like shows people have killed for like millions of years, you know.
Yeah.
So, and if
There's
you
just such a spotlight on it now.
yeah, and so like if you think about it, like this is gonna sound like an awful comparison, but like if you see a fly or something, you kill that thing. Like you are
Right.
kind of taking a life in a way.
Yeah.
So I
you
wonder,
are.
like if people just didn't really think back then, because like
Right.
the way things were, like you just got to kill or be killed, and it's just like the way things are. So bizarre.
Yeah. It is.
And now we're here,
And now we're here. We're
just talking into microphones and
waiting to figure
getting
out
existential.
who the next. Getting existential and also trying to figure out who we're gonna. I guess give our vote of confidence for New York City mayor. We've got to decide that soon.
Yeah, that was a smooth transition.
Yeah, the election's coming up soon.
Yeah, I actually just recently got the thing as like a little piece of paper showing my like election site and stuff that I gotta
Right.
go.
Oh, where are you going?
It's right by my house. It's like,
I'm going to my
Wherever.
elementary school.
oh yeah,
Not
Nice,
really
nice.
excited about it.
yeah.
Just gonna like point.
Are you can go do the early voting though?
Yeah, but it's not for what, like another few months.
Yeah, it's not for a while.
Yeah.
You got time. Yeah.
Yellow.
Do
Fuck
you,
it.
you don't think nobody really appeals to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be. I think it's just gonna be like the most popular person,
Yeah.
and that person being Andrew,
Andrew
Yang.
Yang,
You
yeah.
know?
I have the same shirt, by the way. It's been bothering me.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a
Maybe I'll
good
wear it
sh-
sometime.
It's a good shirt.
Yeah.
The
I love
fitted-
the sleeve
Oh,
with the
It's amazing.
with the what do you call
Like
that?
the fitted,
Yeah, the fitted
like
sleeve.
the fitted sleeves. Oh, dude,
Yes.
it's makes your biceps look so good.
Yes,
You know?
exactly,
It's
exactly.
great.
It's a little big on me, but
It's a little.
I love the look.
It's big in the midsection, but it's perfect in the arms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, Andrew Yang.
Dude, you complimented me and you talked about our shirts, and it's like, wow, we
Yeah.
should definitely match one day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Andrew Yang's all right.
Same fit for the pod.
Same fit for the pod.
I have hope for him, just for the reason that he doesn't do the typical politician thing of like attacking other politicians.
Right, which is almost everyone now.
Almost
since-
every one of them. So when he just doesn't talk about that, he talks about problems that the city's facing, and he talks about solutions. I guess probably not as much as he should, but like it's better. It's better at least visibly
Right.
and like for my feelings,
Right.
than somebody else. But you know, it's New York, so like fuck your feelings, I guess.
I got it's full blown fuck your feeling. I just want two things. I want the subways. Like I want like not to be a place for homeless people to just make like residency in anymore. And then number two, I want like government sponsored like restaurant programs, like to actually start, putting money into these restaurants,
Small businesses and stuff.
Yeah, and get rid of these.
The headphones a little loud.
uh,
Go on ahead.
and get rid of these curfews and shit already. It's
Yeah.
absurd.
Yeah.
It's already the numbers show. It doesn't make sense to punish these restaurants and
Yeah,
business.
the curfews are really confusing to me because, we debate this with people a lot.
Right.
Devontae especially, I feel like, is the
Yeah.
one that we've had this discussion the most with, where, like, laws for the sake of laws don't feel right. But then Devontae's point was, like, what else can you do? But also,
I just don't think.
you can't, I don't know.
To me, honestly, the more I think about it, the less trust I have in government elected officials.
Yes.
I just don't think that they're qualified to make the decisions.
We got political again.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. I think it's part of life now.
Yeah, it really,
Especially nowadays.
It really is, and we're of the age where it's like it affects a lot of the decisions that we make. I guess
We're voting citizens. It's our right and our obligation to
right.
discuss and figure out what we like and what we don't like.
It's totally true, and it pisses me off when people complain and then don't vote at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't
Yeah.
care if you live in this state, and that means that no matter what, it's voting this way.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to complain 24/7 or you're going to talk about politics, contribute. You know, you can do your part, which is voting. It's the smallest thing.
Right. Right.
So,
It's easy.
but yeah, so I just don't trust.
Yang. Or government.
I mean, listen, I trust Yang more than De Blasio and Cuomo or
Eric Adams.
Eric. all these random people. Like I don't even know who that is. I just know he's running for
in
mayor.
second place too, and
Right.
he used government money to like fly to Abu Dhabi or something.
Oh,
and, like,
great. That's cool.
And like go on work.
That's. I mean, that's
travel.
I mean,
So
cool. I
Yeah.
guess you know.
yeah.
I mean, ooh, excuse me. I just don't see. Well, look, the next mayor of New York City
Mhm.
is going to be the most impactful mayor in New York, whether good or bad, since
Yeah.
Giuliani, I think.
Oh, you think so?
Oh yeah, because Giuliani like really switched the direction of New York City pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, and I feel like right now inherently, like no matter what, it's kind of interesting. It feels almost like if no matter who gets the position, obviously things are going to bounce back regardless. So I wonder where we're going to be in a few years, where it'll look like they did great no matter what,
Yeah.
or if there's a noticeable falter that could have been.
Yeah, the rebound from COVID is going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like there could be a possibility for like, you know, a total influx of new money and operations and business and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also like that possibility where, you know, we're kind of like in this lull where like New York isn't really seeing new business and new money coming in, and we continue to try to like start moving money around to make sure these programs don't fade and subway stays afloat and schools are okay. And but I mean,
that's why I'm okay with hype houses. Bring them in.
Bring more hype houses, bring prostitutes, casinos. You saw that, right? They're no longer prosecuting in New York City for prostitutes.
Yeah, they like dropped a bunch of cases too.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
I mean, more power to you, I mean, I think if OnlyFans can exist,
go off Queens.
Go off Queens and men's and
and Kings, Queens
and men's,
Kings. And men's is.
But yeah, no, like. It's just crazy. All these laws are now going out the window in New York, and I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think, I don't know, people are trying to save face, people are trying to recover, so they're kind of just grabbing at whatever they can. Just legalize this, legalize that.
Legalize this.
It's like, whatever, I'm down with it. It's not my problem.
Gambling is down
if it brings up income for the city.
I don't fucking know.
Who knows, man?
Yo.
What's up?
I think I spoke about it last week, but I went to Fogo de Chillin.
Uh-huh.
And I haven't stopped thinking about it since then.
Yeah, I got a little picanha.
Yeah, dude, those little balls of cheese and bread, goodness.
Do you ever get like the bacon wrapped chicken?
Yeah, I got that last time I was
that
there.
Shit.
Bacon wrapped chicken, that blood sausage was really, really good. They had I think they had it was like the ribeye. I don't know what it was, but it was like the dude straight up put the skewer on my plate and cut that gigantic bone, and it just slapped down onto my plate. It almost shattered my plate. It hit so hard.
Hell yeah.
It's making me hungry just thinking about it.
Yeah.
But it was so good.
Yeah, that shit is so good. It's a little daunting if you're not used to it. Like you'll
a lot of animals.
Oh yeah, there's that, but like just the fact that if you're green, they're coming. They're coming at you fast with meats.
Non-stop.
Non-fucking stop.
But dude, a lot of animals though. Like you're ingesting like every possible animal in that like meal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh man, vegetarians are not safe.
Yeah, sorry to vegetarians, but it's
like they got to stick to that the salad bar area.
Salad bar area is
sick
have, like,
too. Decent sushi usually.
They had like lox with their last time. It was really interesting.
Nice. Get a little closer, by the way.
A little closer.
You're like opposite this time.
I know. I'm trying to make an effort.
It's opposite day.
You know, trying to make an effort. But
Fogo de Chillin.
Fogo de Chillin.
Fogo de Chillin.
Fogo de chopping it up with my bro.
With the boy. Hell yeah. Yeah, I fucking like. It's always like a big family event whenever we go, and it's just such a blast.
It's still not as good as Favela, but it's very good. You know. Yeah,
Favela is just so good,
and it's its own thing. You know?
They do Rodizio, but they usually do order based like meals.
Yep.
Dishes.
So what's up, dude? You got a long list of notes over there. You want
to
talk
do.
About some things specifically.
Although I guess we kind of already covered the fact that we're happy that we're doing this.
Dude, I am.
Yeah.
I love it.
But I was going to say, because we're improving every episode, it made me think of this thing I read recently, and how, like, progress is linear. I thought this was really interesting. Intellectual progress is linear. So, like, if you save, this is an example to show that if you save $10 every day, right? $10 to $20 on your first day, on your site. So, like, you go $10 to $20, like, whoa, I doubled my money. But then you go $10,000 to $10,010, you feel like, oh, what the fuck? I only went up $10.
Right.
But you're still progressing. That's
Right.
why, like, if you're in an intermediate step, or I mean, we're beginners even. If you're in an intermediate or beginner step,
introductory,
intro
period,
complete amateur. When you're in that area, it feels like you're not progressing that much, but in actuality, it's the same amount of progress that you would have been making in the beginning. It's just a lot less noticeable.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of get it.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes perfect sense. I also
Isn't that
feel
crazy?
like, I also feel like if you're giving your all, and if you're giving at least like a good portion of your effort into something,
Right.
no matter what, whether it's good or I don't want to say bad progress, because it's like you can do things wrong and learn from them, and then you don't do that again. That's progress in its own. So it's like, you know, if you're giving it your all, you're gonna improve. And we're not really necessarily doing something like this to, get a million sponsors and become famous. It's just really just for fun and
Yeah, it's just for
bullshitting.
the custom URL.
Yeah, once we get the custom URL, we can just start reposting shit and not have to make any new content.
No, we just have our little. Apparently, I saw that like with Google Hangouts, you would have been able to like make a custom one without 100 subs, but now they got rid of it. We gotta grind. We gotta get those 100 fucking subs.
We fucking bought. What happened to Google Hangouts?
Google actually has a ton of projects that they drop. Like there's a website. It's like Google Graveyard. Or let me see if I can find it.
Graveyard.
Let me see if I can find it. Oh, that's not the key.
Google Graveyard.
Let's see here.
Here's all the companies that we bought. People lost their jobs, and we just chalked it up to a website called Google Graveyard.
Well, they didn't make it. It's
Killed by Google.
Killed by Google. They didn't make it. It's like a fan. Well, I guess not a fan, right? Opposite.
Right.
Google little haters, I guess. So it's just a website that contains all of Google's failed projects. So Google Chrome apps, Google Hangouts. There it is.
That's so funny.
June 2021. Google Hangouts is a communication platform which included messages, video chat, and VoIP features. Execution scheduled first half 2021. It'll be over 8 years old.
Wow.
So it's a real, like, you look at that scroll bar even. Like that.
Yeah, that's really crazy.
It's a really long list of Google projects. And that's the thing with these companies. They take like huge risks.
But they're still getting such large chunks of money, so it's not like they're taking losses.
No, they're chilling.
They're selling it for such large amounts of money that nobody else would be able to afford aside from Google.
Yeah. Because they can, the thing with Google is that they can just afford all of this because their revenue stream is like so consistent. You know? So,
I remember when they bought YouTube.
mm-hmm.
That's like...
That was crazy.
YouTube was already, obviously at that point, was big, but now it's like... It's truly insane what YouTube is, you know?
Yeah.
More so than
YouTube.
other... I know, we're
This
doing
is
this on YouTube.
this is YouTube.
YouTube is, within itself, is scary. It's such a dominant unlike other social media platforms, it's such a dominant medium. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
What's its biggest rival?
There's like Vimeo.
That's a joke.
It's like, what even? Yeah, nobody uses it.
You know?
Yeah, I was thinking. I wrote this down because it was not one of my points.
Patreon.
Patreon is interesting, but they don't really. It's not the same, you know.
Right? No, it's not. It's paid.
It's like, yeah, it's paid for. But I saw that. I was thinking about how like the algorithm is like really good if you're not like an addictive person, mm-hmm. and you're not just going to keep surfing for videos. Mm-hmm. But especially for content creators, it's really good because anybody can make videos consistently, and they will get recommended. They will find people who are interested in what they're doing, and their like subscribers will increase. You know, almost guaranteed as long as they're consistent.
Right.
Which is crazy.
Well, also what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're just
hopefully.
Being consistent.
But yeah. Although, actually, I posted the clip. It didn't really feel right. I feel like we should stick to the clips on Instagram and stuff. Instagram and I guess Twitter if we end up making one or something.
Yeah. Should we do a Twitter?
I don't care. I think Twitter's big, but I also hear that cross-platform views don't really happen that much.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I feel like with Twitter, because it's something I try so hard to stay away from.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I feel about it. It's just
it's kind of a cesspool.
It's so toxic. It's more toxic than any other platform by a distant mile.
Yeah.
By a country mile.
It's not worth it. If I feel like we might as well stay off of it.
What is it about Twitter where people just get so angry? And I get it. It's just.
I mean, Facebook is like that too. It's just the old people instead
and
of
it's
young
but
people.
Facebook is
It's also angry.
Facebook is old angry.
Yeah.
Like it's like your racist grandmother will log on and like post a ridiculous rant about what she feels about Sleepy Joe and Kamala.
Yeah.
Twitter, it's like people say some really disgusting shit on there.
Yeah.
And only so few people get banned on it, so it's like
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a lot of like hot takes and dunking on one another, and it's like sometimes I see things that are highly upvoted on Twitter or Reddit even too, and it's just like that's just mean. Like why is this so highly upvoted? Like why people were like, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I guess it's easy to just click that upvote button
and you feel like you've done something. Yeah. You ever reading a comment of some video on Instagram or Reddit or Twitter, and you're just like you said, it's like it's got a tremendous amount of just like a positive social currency, and you're just like, how does anybody find this funny or relatable or it's just so dumb? Yeah,
some things are not very relatable or enjoyable.
Maybe it just goes over my head or it goes over your head. It's just like, God, people can be especially online, but no, fuck it. You know what the only thing that matters is? The Knicks have won 8 games in a row.
Nice.
And that's all that matters.
They have. That is so satisfying. We're back 24. I remember 2014.
Say that. Say the sentence.
What?
The Knicks have won 8 games in a row.
The Knicks have won 8 games in a row.
It just feels so good.
Yeah. Toronto tomorrow?
Yep, Toronto tomorrow.
1 p.m.
1 p.m.?
Yeah, it's an early one. Matinee.
Should we impulse go to the game?
I'm actually going to get the vaccine tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm fully vaxxed. You're getting your first shot. This is awesome.
Yeah.
You're getting the Feezy?
Yeah, I'm getting Pfizer.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's funny, though, because, like,
Feezy.
I wasn't really in any rush to get it, but I saw this thing at work, and it was, like, a survey you have to fill out. And it was, like, please respond. It's like kind of required of us, and it's like a survey, and it says the first option is no, I haven't gotten a vaccine. Please, like, give me an HR person to help me, like, schedule one, or yes, I have gotten a vaccine, or I have one scheduled, or other. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna schedule this because I'm not about to be other and be like, no, I haven't scheduled one yet, but I will eventually. I just want to go to the nearest Dwayne Reed instead of having to.
Right.
But yeah, so I scheduled
something. They're hooking it up for you.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't really work didn't schedule
you did it.
I did it myself.
Oh, okay.
But I just didn't feel like
speaking to HR.
Answering other. Yeah, HR is pretty good where I work. They're nice people, but you know.
Where are you? You're going to Dwayne Reed near you?
Yeah, I'm going to the one on 93rd. 3rd.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Cornell facility that I went to, I don't know if I said this when I got the first shot, but it felt like a Black Mirror episode.
Oh, yeah.
Because
get your jab.
People were so nice, and the facility was so, like, new and just futuristic, where it was almost like they were being so pleasant and the experience was so nice. It was almost like to cover up. Like, what are you actually doing here?
What's your angle?
After I finished, the woman who was in like that 15-minute waiting room, because when you're done you're gonna have to wait 15
Yeah, they like
minutes
stare at
tomorrow.
you for 15 minutes.
Yeah, she like walks out to me, gets like really, really close, and she's like, "Hello, sir. Is this your first or your second dose?" And I'm like, "Well, this last time I was like, oh, it's my second dose." She's like, "That's lovely. Why don't you sit in this right half of the room and then wait 15 minutes just to make sure you're okay? Here are some cookies and some chips and some
Wow.
water if you need." And I'm just
That
like,
is so sweet.
yeah, it's so sweet, but I'm just like,
You know that lady gets like just constantly verbally berated by people.
oh, probably,
You know?
yeah, because
So
she's
good
so
for her.
nice, yeah. She's very nice.
Well, I mean, like the like like people coming in for I don't know, New Yorkers and just
I
people
feel
in
like-
general,
I feel like
customers and
the
stuff.
vaccine experience has really brought like the innocence out of people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anyone's going into it like, especially if you're willingly getting the vaccine. Like, it's one thing to be scared about side effects, but like you're doing something that's so good. You know, you're contributing to the greater outcome of just people being healthier.
Yeah.
And just being better for your society, just in general, and in your community.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool that you can just see people wanting to take it. I mean, obviously for themselves so that they don't get the virus and stuff, but like also
Right.
I feel like a larger thing is that people are taking it to not spread it, which is like really positive.
Right.
So I think we're on the. I think the summer's gonna be crazy.
This summer's
gonna be a movie.
This summer finna be wild,
Yeah.
bro. I'm about to get on that fucking ferry and just start fucking swinging on people.
just start attacking people.
just start straight up punching the shit out of people.
It's like, damn, all right.
I'm just like, yo, I'm fully vaxxed, spit in my mouth.
Yeah, just go fucking nuts.
It's what it's meant to be, though. I feel like last summer was kind of even fun. Like, people were
It was
just
a fun
ignoring COVID.
Yeah, that was college graduation. Wait, no, Jesus Christ, that was 2 years ago. I have no idea.
College graduation was 2 years ago.
Whoa.
Oh my god, yeah, a year and a half ago for me. That is so crazy.
Crazy.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, didn't hit me until just now.
It's insane to think about how fast time goes.
Yeah.
I remember just touring Binghamton for the first time ever with you.
Yeah, we went together.
It was so crazy.
It's crazy how beautiful the campus was when we like went, and then
Yeah.
you stay there for a long time, and it's like,
Yeah.
eh.
Yeah.
I guess that's life, right? You get used to it. And it's like,
That's life. Yeah, that's literally all it is. It wasn't that special the more you look at it, but it's just a big circle with some nice buildings, you know.
Mhm.
It's definitely better than a lot of the other SUNY campuses, that's for sure.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I never really... I didn't visit very many schools. I just kind of... Because my older sister went there, so I was just like, I'm going there.
Right.
Pretty much. Because
Yeah.
I knew the CS program was pretty good, too, so...
That trip up there, I didn't have any intention of going there, but it was like, I did fall in love with the campus, and it was like, oh,
Yeah.
dude, this is sick.
I think it was just when we saw it, and we were like, whoa, this is a college.
This
This
is
has,
co-
like... This is, like...
This is
College students in
This
it.
is college.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, this is legit. So I was like... I think we could have seen any campus and probably been like, this is a campus. And
That's
been
how I
hyped as
felt.
hell.
That's how I felt when I even went to go see that fucking Staten Island University.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you just feel so like in a new state of mind, you know, because it's college. It's not high school, middle school, elementary school.
Yeah, these are like adults who consciously made the decision to go here.
Right. They want to see.
And there's obviously, like college experience,
Right.
which is kind of bullshit in retrospect.
Yeah, to some degree. I mean, I feel like the college experience is true. It's just everyone has their own individual one. But
yeah, it's person by person.
Right.
I agree.
The Knicks won 8 games in a row. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're sitting at the 4th seed with literally 11 games left in the fucking season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
What's
that's pretty nuts.
Are you? The playoffs are going to be crazy.
I'm so excited.
If things
so
stay
excited.
true, if things hold,
I got the Knicks hat and the Derrick Rose
This
number
guy
25 tank.
balled out.
I balled out. That was like $38 or something.
It's the most money you've spent on yourself in since you went shopping for clothing.
Yeah.
It's baller.
I cashed out.
That D Rose 2.5 is sick.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it looks because it's not a jersey; it's like a tank top, so it might look kind of weird. But
Dude, you just fucking wear it to the gym or wear it to work out.
yeah,
or
yeah,
right,
I'll wear the cap. I'll wear the cap next episode.
We are.
I know you got a Knicks cap on. That's a sick cap.
Yeah, I love this one.
Yeah,
I
like the gold Knicks logo.
I'm pretty sure I got this after the last game that I went to, which was actually a while ago because they haven't been worth going to in a while.
Yeah.
Um,
But anyway, the Bucks are at 35 wins. We're at 33, so like we could realistically get third or second seed.
Second seed?
Second?
First?
First seed.
Yeah, the thing is, though, I prefer 4 to 3 right now. Because if we're the 4 seed, and let's say the Hawks are the 5 seed, I'd much rather play the Hawks than I would, let's say, who the 6 seed could be, which could be the Celtics, it could be the Hornets, it could be the Heat, it could be, any number of teams. But it's just like, if we're the 4 seed with home court advantage, we're most likely either playing the Hawks or the Celtics, and we got home court on them. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Home court advantage. It's weird how whenever we're in the playoffs, we have home court advantage. Whenever we're not in the playoffs.
Well, we're just a horrible team.
Yeah, we're a fucking god awful team.
They've only been in the playoff. Well, they weren't home court advantage the year before 2012, 2013. They were the 7th seed.
Oh right. I forgot about that.
2 seed.
Forgot about that. And then we were like the 2nd seed.
In the year before that one, actually, we were the 6th seed, and the Celtics were the 3 seed, and the Celtics swept us. So.
Yeah, I remember that.
Jared Jeffries, do you remember that? He lost us the game. That was great times. Fucking Jared Jeffries, if you're watching this, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, he's not.
He's not. He might. I mean, like...
Maybe someday.
There's a better than 0% chance that Jared Jeffries watching
There's a non-0% chance,
Yes, that's true.
That is true. I'll give you that one.
Thank you.
This was a cool article. Let's
read it to me, cuz.
Hold on, let me pull it up on the thing.
No sleep till Staten Island.
Okay.
Oh, my ears.
Okay.
Sometimes they just be hurting my ears.
So we use Discord a lot.
Oh.
I thought this was interesting. Discord ended the sales talks with Microsoft.
Thank God.
Yeah, so they were in those talks, and I was like, please, God, don't let Discord be the next Skype,
Wow.
But they ended it.
Thank God. Discord saved what is the remainder of my mental well-being during the pandemic. Like, I'm so thankful for Grompton.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Discord was nice. I mean, that's kind of been our whole lives, interestingly enough. Like,
yeah.
I think we're the first generation to have been raised with, like, Xbox Live parties and Discord channels.
Right.
And so when we go, we talk to, like, one another and, like, like Devontae and all of our friends more than our families to some capacity.
Oh, I definitely 100% talk to everyone more.
Yeah.
You guys all more.
Yeah. It's kind of insane.
Especially more than my
family. And no other generation has ever had that.
With just being that close to friends and stuff?
Just being constantly in contact with your friends and stuff online. Like, you go home, you talk to your family, you have dinner, whatever, you do your homework, and then boom, you're on Xbox, on Discord.
Yeah, it's so true. I mean, I think it's a great thing. That's like one of the best parts about being so interconnected. It's like, if you can do it right, because there's a lot of toxic shit online, even with friends, and but like the dynamic that you could just build with Discord and chatting while playing games or just bullshitting and watching movies and stuff. I mean, I love it. I mean, watch party. It's like going to the movies with your friends without actually going to the movies.
It's more convenient than like getting together and going to watch something.
It's so much more convenient.
Yeah. I mean, not to sound like a recluse or anything,
right?
Which I am. But yeah. So although another thing is though, Xbox just made Xbox Live parties free. So I wonder if that's connected to one another.
That's pretty cool.
Isn't that interesting? I wonder if they were like talking, and then the deal fell through, and Xbox is like, all right, fuck it, we'll just make parties free.
But you know what else they could do is they could build Xbox Party out as their own app and just make it like Discord.
Yeah, and it kind of is
How
like that
hard could-
already. I just don't understand why they don't market it
It's a
more.
piece of shit app on the phone, though.
It is kind of bad
It's
on,
like
on mobile.
it's
and
horrible.
On computer, too. It's not the
so
best.
buggy. Like, the best part about Discord is how, like, non-buggy and how seamless everything is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Discord, it's so smooth, and it's like a really light program, too. That was the main draw of it over Skype when it first came out, was that it's a much, like, lighter program. That's why it was, like, geared towards gamers, because if you're running a game that could be, like, really heavy on your processing, and then you have Discord, which is a really light program on the side, it's going to affect your gaming, or your programs and stuff less. Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
Fortnite.
And it always has worked. It's going to affect Fortnite, GTA 5 online roleplay, Minecraft less.
That's the only thing I do.
Get those for the tags.
You know, the only thing I do is Fortnite these days. Just run around, Fortnite this, Fortnite
You don't play
that.
Fortnite at all.
No, but I am Fortnite.
Uh-huh.
I operate in the Fortnite time-space continuum.
Yeah.
You know?
Every night I floss my teeth, but I also floss in front of the mirror.
Exactly. I am flossing while flossing.
Deadpan. Like Backpack Kid.
Yo, what an era that kid had.
Yeah.
He was legit just deadpan in the camera, just flossing.
What a easy fucking...
He's made millions of dollars.
That's easy money.
He's never going to have to work a day in his life probably because of that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If his
Just from
parents
that
don't...
deadpan one dance
He
that
dead ass.
learned.
He dead ass. They would be like, "Go backpack," and he would just be like,
Yeah.
"Fortnite." Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Crazy. And he sued Fortnite.
He did, yeah, because he took his dance, and he probably won.
No, I think Fortnite won because they said that Alfonso Ribeiro also sued them, and they claimed that it's not a choreographed, it's not enough of a dance for it to have like specific choreography and everything, so that's why it didn't win.
Those pesky.
Otherwise,
epic
like
lawyers.
anybody that whips is going to get sued, you know.
But what if you whip, and then you nay?
And then you whip, and then you
nay. That's...
No, it's not enough. I don't know the specifics of it, obviously, but like,
That was pretty good.
yeah, that was fun. Enjoyed that. Another thing. Oh, you have something? Or
No, I was just laughing about the whip and the nay. That was funny.
yeah, we're just having a good time. Just a couple of dudes, just
I
chatting.
had a few before this, so I've been pretty I've been feeling buzzed this entire time.
Oh yeah, you had a couple drinks
Yeah, that's a good time.
with a person who shall not be named.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's good. I'm glad. Oh, I was gonna bring up Jake Paul versus Ben Askren because we watched it.
Yeah.
It's crazy how fast the news cycle goes. That feels like so long ago.
Yeah, it really does. That was devastating.
The whole thing. I was watching it and I came to the conclusion. I was like, this is not for me. This is like not for my age group or.
Did you watch
What?
the event before the fight?
Yeah, some of it. It was all bad though.
Yeah. Were you like Pete Davidson was really good.
Pete Davidson was funny,
And
but
Snoop
like
Dogg were okay.
it's just so silly. It's all just a joke.
Yeah, I didn't understand what it was like. It reminded me almost like you took the Kids' Choice Awards and you added like a bunch of like older rappers smoking dope and celebrities just smoking no filters.
Yeah.
And then like a really poorly choreographed concerts like in between.
I saw this thing
with the fight at the
or
end.
actually Matt and Shane.
Right.
Matt said it felt like, or it seems like it's an event that's just for people who like TMZ.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's kind of seems like
That
what
was
it
so spot on.
Like, why were the D'Amelio sisters in the ring?
Yeah,
that was bizarre.
Yeah,
they were like introducing them as the most famous people, like two of the most famous people.
Yeah.
in the world.
It might not have been
what?
for our generation.
But like the fight was.
But that's the thing. That's
it
the
was
thing
though. That's the
about
problem.
It. Yeah.
The only thing that was marketed before the fight was Jake Paul Ben Askren.
Yeah, and then it happens.
4 hours.
You have Justin Bieber and what's her name?
Doja Cat.
Doja Cat and
Saweetie.
Yeah, like Like,
E40. The
what
old
the
head
fuck am
counts
I
are.
watching?
I was fine with like the Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube and E40 and I think it was Busta Rhymes was there.
Mm-hmm. One of the guys we were watching with was like, I'm not into boxing, so like this is fine. This is like kind of a fun thing for me to watch. But like, I think if I was, you guys probably feel this way, that it's like a disrespect to the sport. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm not huge into boxing either, but it definitely feels like it's tarnishing the legacy of all of it. And obviously, you can't be a.
But the thing about boxing is its legacy was tarnished. It was tarnished so long ago. You know what I mean? Like, the second. Sorry, I gotta.
Yeah, go ahead. Correct yourself.
Sorry. The second highest most selling pay-per-view of all time in boxing is Floyd versus Conor.
Yeah.
Like that's within itself just shows how disrespectful and nobody cares about the sport it's
Tyson Fury and what was his name? Deontay
heavyweights,
Wilder?
Deontay Wilder, and then now Tyson Fury is going to fight Anthony Joshua, which is going to be a great fight.
Going to unite the belts. Yeah,
both Brits.
Cool. Wow. Yeah, so there's, I guess that's the one weight class that anybody cares about anymore, though.
Yeah.
And then there's UFC. Oh, I was going to mention that. So I switched. The fight ended, and we were at this guy's apartment, and I immediately, as soon as Ben Askren gets knocked out, I go on my phone and I pull up
Gastelum and
I pull up Gastelum and Whittaker. And I'm like, this is it. This is
real wrestling.
This is real, the South Park, real wrestling.
That is real wrestling.
Yeah, that's real wrestling. Wow, UFC is definitely on the rise. It's
the best product.
It's such a good product.
For any combat, just in general.
Yeah, combat sport.
I thoroughly can't wait for this week. I mean, quickly on that. I think what Robert Whittaker has done is the most under the radar, post-champion, run. He got absolutely starched by Izzy. Beat Jared Cannonier, who was supposed to be the next guy up to fight Izzy. Absolutely beat Darren Till, who was supposed to be the next guy up to fight Izzy.
Yeah.
And he just absolutely dismantled Kelvin Gastelum, who's either one of them was going to fight Izzy.
Yeah.
Now he's getting his title shot.
Kelvin Gastelum gave Izzy a run for his money when he fought him way back.
Hardest fight for sure.
You showed me that video.
That's the best fight. The fifth round of Izzy versus Kelvin is the best fifth round in any fight you'll ever see.
So yeah, Whittaker.
I'm happy. I think Whittaker comes in with a whole new game plan. He looks a lot better.
You think he could take Izzy?
I don't know if he could take him, but I think if he comes in with the right game plan, tries that's what the most telling part about this fight was. He was able to take down Kelvin Gastelum like it was nothing and hold him down. He could do that to Izzy if he could do that to Kelvin.
Yeah,
but Izzy is a special breed. So
yeah. But also, Izzy got bodied by. I mean, that guy was so much bigger.
Yeah, Jan Blachowicz.
Yeah,
Blachowicz.
Yeah,
much bigger.
Yeah, and it showed so much when he's just on top of him, and Izzy's just like.
Yeah, I was gonna say
he's literally just going back.
Exactly, he was just doing the robot dance.
Yeah.
It wasn't until the third round when he started taking him down that he finally realized that.
He's like, "Oh, I'm way bigger than this dude. I can just sit on him."
And that's what he needed to do.
Yeah.
But this weekend, I mean, less the main events, more so the two.
Ooh, let me pull it up.
Yeah. The two co-main events on this card. I mean, I love women's MMA more than anything, literally more than anything. Honestly, right now you could argue that the flyweight division and the strawweight division in the UFC are like two of the best in the entire sport, if not the best. What Wei Li Zhang or Zhang Wei Li, it's up there backwards, and Rose Namajunas are going to do this weekend is going to be absolutely insane. Someone is getting knocked the fuck out, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You think one is going to knock out the other, or you think Wei Li Zhang is
that's not going to decision? I think either Rose knocks out Wei Li or Wei Li knocks out Rose.
Damn. I hope Wei Li knocks her out.
Yeah, I love Rose, but yeah, Wei Li, I gotta pick on that one.
Yeah.
And Valentina and Jessica, I think Valentina does dirty work to Jessica.
Yeah. Yeah, but these aren't jokes.
No.
I feel like a lot of the time, I mean,
Uriah Hall,
for some
Chris
reason,
Weidman.
for some reason, I feel like the women's fights are usually pretty one-sided, but these seem like they could be like some battles.
Oh yeah, especially with Valentina. This is the hardest fight that she's had on paper in a long time. Long time.
Shevchenko. Yeah, she was just dominating people. That dance she does at the end?
Yeah, dude, she's such a badass.
Yeah.
She's by far my favorite. Honestly, man, she might be my favorite just UFC fighter, period. Like, she has such a, like, respect for fighting.
Yeah.
And it's like, she looks at her craft, at what she does, like, so objectively. Like, she could, like, step back and look at her work. And the way she talks about it is so cool. It's just, like, the way, you know, like, Kobe would talk about basketball. You know? Like, she talks about, like, killing people in the ring.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
Just bodying people.
Yeah.
It's an art. It's so cool to see when they talk about it as
two of her losses, by the way, to Amanda Nunes.
Oh.
Yeah, both to decision.
Yeah. And but she
Different
must have like
class.
gone a different weight class, right? Yeah.
So yeah, she's a champion at 125. The strawweight is champion at 115. Yep.
Okay. Did Nunes
and it's funny, not to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Namajunas
yeah.
was the former. Who's calling me? Can't listen, people. We're Jake. We can't talk.
We're making history.
We're making history now.
We're making history on the Sam and Leo
Sam
Show
and Leo
podcast.
So Rose Namajunas and Jessica Andrade. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Rose used to be the champion for strawweight, and Jessica used to be in strawweight. Jessica slammed Rose Namajunas on her head and put her out cold to be the strawweight champion.
Wow.
Then Rose beat Jessica. Again, they've had a rematch, but this wasn't for the title because Wei Li beat Jessica for the belt in between the time that Rose got knocked out by Jessica.
Whoa.
Jessica moved up to flyweight and is now fighting Valentina. It's just,
Gotcha.
it's just
a fucking,
yeah.
It's a whole mess. I love it. I love that when it's like really competitive too, and it's just like this person beat this person, but that person beat the first person, and it's just like who's better, you know? It's like different styles and stuff. It's so fun to watch, man. It's such a great sport.
It's the best in the business. There's nothing like it.
Hell yeah.
And then Usman versus Masvidal.
Oh, I mean, I think Usman is going to destroy him.
I think Usman might go down as the greatest fighter of all time when it's all said and done.
When I saw Burns versus Usman, and like it was just it's so dominant.
And that was Burns had a much better chance than Masvidal had.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Masvidal understands what he's getting himself into. He's got 14. He really has 14 losses.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like he's some super, untouchable fighter.
Yeah, I mean 14. Like that's more than anybody else on this card. I think actually. Let me see. We can scroll down to the other.
Yeah, you got Weidman, Chris Weidman, former middleweight champion, is fighting Uriah Hall. Uriah Hall just beat Anderson Silva, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah. Damn, Anderson Silva.
He's fighting in boxing now.
Oh, really?
He's doing a boxing match.
Damn, is that like a sellout kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? They just all want money at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's what it is. I mean, it's so strange to me because, like, he has a legacy, so it's like, why? Why? Just go and get into, like, biking or something. I don't know.
You know he's lost 7 out of his last 8 fights?
Wow.
Yeah.
Just retire, man.
That's the hardest. Dana White's always right. In no other sport is father time more brutal than in MMA. You know what I mean?
I could see that.
So.
Yeah. Sad.
Kind of sucks.
I have some other stuff, but we're getting to the end, so we can keep going. I'll just maybe save this for the next pod. Oh, Portal 2. Have you ever played that?
I love Portal.
Yeah.
They're coming out.
The Portal 2's 10th anniversary was this past week.
Oh, okay. I always called it
wish
Portal.
there was a Portal 3 coming
I always
out.
called it I thought you were just ready to tell me some crazy news.
No.
No,
sadly not.
I was like, you played Portal? I was like, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing really crazy in here.
Oh, okay.
Not anymore. Not that we haven't already gotten.
I thought you. Okay, never mind.
But yeah, remember that? Like that's like the first game that really made me use my brain.
Yeah.
Like usually it's just like shooters or like arcade games or something. I never really got into chess or anything like that. So like that was the first one. I was like, oh, like these are puzzles and I'm
Kind of
having
Zelda.
fun doing them.
You don't think Zelda?
Zelda.
Zelda
Was the first one.
Zelda was
You're right.
definitely the first
I think-
one for me at least.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, no, not Super Mario. Mario was just not that.
No, I think Zelda's really
Zelda was
the
really
first one that
one.
really makes you think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this one was probably the second one too,
Right.
Zelda. It's crazy to think that Portal 2 was like the later one in the series and it's been 10 years. I don't know what Valve is doing, man. They just have these...
I don't even think I ever played Portal 1.
Yeah?
I think I
You
only played
the second
Portal
one?
2. And I always referred to it as just Portal, so it's like,
Uh-huh.
no.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Portal and Portal 2. Portal 2 is the more co-op based one, like you go and play
Right.
with friends and stuff. They have like the slime
So there's
and
no
everything.
third one coming out, eh?
Well, not that we know of. I think Valve just makes so much money with their CS:GO skins and the
Right.
Steam library and everything
Right.
that they don't need to worry about
Making games.
making a good game anymore. I mean, they still work on CS:GO, but barely.
Don't they also make Borderlands?
No. 2K publishes Borderlands? I don't know who develops it
hope.
though. Let me see.
Devontae's gonna make fun of me for that.
Oh, I've had the fight open this whole time.
Oh, nice.
Gotta know when to pull down and pull
You
up.
got to know when to pull them. That's not the words. Leandro, don't forget to censor the part. Got 50 minutes. We don't want to lose everything we got.
What was I gonna look up?
Who cares?
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, fuck yourselves.
Portal or something.
Portal.
We're at 56 minutes
Squirtle.
in. Do you want to keep going? I have a little more if you...
If there's anything specific, I mean, really the only thing I wanted to talk about was just this, the weather in New York has been so it's fluctuated so much in the last 5 days.
Yeah.
We're on 420, it was 72 degrees, and then 2 days ago it was 34 degrees, and it was making me so angry just to be outside and just be like, man, what the fuck, get this shit together.
Yeah.
Climate change is bullshit.
Right.
That's not, I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, it's just like... It's crazy. I mean, I feel like around this time of the year, every time, it's like super hot one day, super cold the next. What are you
It's
gonna do?
horrible.
It's New York. I love New York.
I love
can't,
it. I love
I
it.
know
I hate it.
you're not a big fan of the weather, but like I kind of just tolerate it. Doesn't really matter.
Whatever.
Too much
I'd rather be too hot than too cold. You know what I mean? I've determined it.
because you can take as much. You can put as much clothes on as you want, but you can't take.
Yeah,
you can't do anything past naked if you're too hot.
Yeah, but like if you're in like a t-shirt, shorts, and flip flops, you can handle any temperature.
I'm gonna have to push back on you with that one, but because like when it's hot and humid, I suffer.
Yeah, but it's
If I'm
also,
just standing there and I'm sweating.
but it's like that versus millions of layers in freezing cold, standing just like shivering.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
And
like,
I also think like the feeling
being outside,
right.
it's definitely worse.
And getting back into your home when it's hot, you can just turn on the AC and it's so refreshing.
Yeah, I guess with modern times, you have the AC, so
And the heater,
even though we've had the AC our whole lives, I'm talking like it's a new thing. But like now you could just like go into your house and the AC is blasting and you can just like throw on a blanket.
right? That's the
And
best.
so you can be like chilling at home and then
That's the best
nice
part.
and hot outside. Yeah, pros and cons. The weather.
Pros.
We deadass just talked about the weather, so maybe we should just end it.
Yeah.
All right.
We could just cut this whole part out, and we'll jump to this part. Hey, goodbye, everybody. See you later.
We're leaving this whole thing in.